Hi everybody, I welcome you all to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to do another YouTube reading. Okay, so let's see what message do we have for you guys today. Let me just quickly adjust the camera. Okay, this seems about right. Let's see what message do we have for you guys today. Okay, so the very first card that we have here is Five of Pentacles. Okay, so the very first message that I'm getting here is that some of you are leaving your home soon. Okay, you are changing your locations, you are leaving your home soon, or the home country soon if you really wanted to move out of your place, if you wanted to move out of a certain environment for a long time. Okay, you will be able to do it super soon. If that's not it, then if any of you were like in a really difficult financial situation, you are soon going to enter a new realm where there won't be any difficulties with the finance. Your finances are going to get better. The old life is the old life which was not really catering to you, or which was not working for you, it is going to leave. Okay, I mean, actually you're going to go through a huge transformation in your life where you may move out of your state, country, home, whatever it is. Find, like, you may start seeing new opportunities that will help you do this. And this is going to be like a collection of different messages here, so use your discernment. Everything doesn't have to apply to you. Okay, so if it doesn't apply, you do not have to worry. Sometimes what happens is, maybe there is one or two messages, very important messages, that your spirit guides wanted you to have, and they come in a bundle of a long reading. Okay, so sometimes even one message, for even one message, your spirit guides may ask you, or your spirit guides may want you, not ask you, may want you to see the entire thing. Okay, so use your discernment is what I want to say. So your money issues, your financial issues are finally going to come to an end. Okay, if there was a certain relationship that was not working, then that may also come to an end. I know it is a little difficult to accept such things, but sometimes we have to leave the place which is not really doing any good to us, in order to have the abundance that is in future. Okay, it is like, until and unless you're willing to and brave enough to close one door, it is not possible for the other door to open. Okay, so once you decide that this is not for you, this is not working, and you choose to close that door, other door will open which will have everything that you ever wanted, but you have to be brave enough to open that door. Okay, all right, so let's see more messages here. Also, for energy exchange, you guys can like or share my video, or you can claim the reading down below. Okay, because everything is energy, and sharing your energy with me will help me do more accurate readings in the future. All right. Okay, so the other message that I'm getting here is the Ace of Swords. As I told you, that you are leaving one situation, right? You are moving into a new place, new opportunities are going to come your way. And see, this card exactly reflects the kind of reading that I was doing with that card here. We have Ace of Swords. Now, Ace of Swords is something, it can be, the new opportunity can be something related to communication, something related to media, okay, something related to messages, email. I'm really sorry about the noise in the background. I don't know, whenever I start doing readings or recording a video, this usually happens. It means the messages are important and the wrong forces are trying to create issues, right? Okay, so Ace of Swords is what I see here. And so I was saying that you're going to get opportunities in terms of maybe media, communication, or there is going to be a contract that will come out of nowhere, and it will exactly take you out of the situation that is not good for you in terms of finances, okay. Or you will suddenly have like these new ideas popping in your mind, okay, which will help you grow if you have like a YouTube channel or something like that. Or somebody can message you out of the blue if you're waiting for somebody to message you, okay. Another thing that I see here is that you may receive an email or a message that is very important for you, that you would have been thinking about. So yes, so there are new opportunities on the way which may come through email, maybe a phone call, okay. Somebody may suddenly catch up with you, and it may turn out to be like a beautiful opportunity for you. So if somebody is calling you out of the blue and is like, oh, let's meet, do not say no unless and until you really do not want to go and it's a problem, okay. Yeah, because that can turn out to be a good opportunity for you. Maybe God is setting up a great opportunity for you, okay. Yeah, but use your discernment. All right. Okay, so I see number 10. Something in your life is ending, okay. This is again related to the overthinking era that you might have been going through, or if you are somebody who has been helping people to see the right thing, do the right thing, or if you're somebody who has been mentoring somebody, you tried your best to tell them what is wrong or what you need to work on, but they do not really listen to you, or they think that you're just blabbering and this doesn't mean anything, then you will not have to do that anymore, okay. That will end whatever it is. Where if you were going through some kind of I don't know why court case is coming to my mind, where you tried your level best to explain a point or something, it is going to end, okay. Let me see if it is going to end. What kind of results, if we are allowed to know what. Okay, let me see what good is coming for you out of that, if something like that is ending. Okay, a lot of sad cards. I think you are really going through something karmic, okay. Something has been going on for a very very long time, and you're finally reaching the point where you're like, you are not the kind of person who breaks easily, right? It has to take absolute hell lot of force to break you, hell lot of problems to break you, because you're very strong mentally, even physically, okay. So I see a lot of sadness going on here in your life. Maybe you like, I think you kind of invested a lot of your effort in something, but now because that thing did not work out the way you wanted it to work out, you're finally kind of loosening your grip on it, okay. Now you're like surrendering to the divine, that it is in your hands, okay. and it is on you. Whatever comes, I'm simply going to accept it, because because I'm tired of doing all these efforts that I have been doing. So it is completely on you, and that's exactly what I see here. Okay, so something is coming to end, something karmic is coming to an end, whether it's a financial situation, whether it's some kind of court battle. Okay, whether it is a relationship, something karmic which was giving you a lot of stress is coming to an end. Okay, and yeah, I wanted to see what good it is bringing to you. So we are getting King of Pentacles. Finally, you are marching into an era where you will heal. Okay, new opportunities will be presented to you. These opportunities will give you a chance to move out of this situation, move away from certain environment, and like rebuild yourself again, rebrand yourself again. Okay, also like to kind of get away from this stressful situation in your life, and get into something better. Okay, which makes you happy. It can be a job, it can be you meeting new people who are more like-minded with you. If you were looking forward to do a business and you were looking for a good business partner, your old partners were not good, you're going to meet them. But once you get out of your old environment, so you know you do not even have to try. These things will come to you by itself. Okay, you just have to be patient, you just have to surrender and trust God, is what I'm trying to say here. Okay, let me keep these cards here. So the bravest thing you can do right now is surrendering to God. If there are certain efforts that you want to do, you can still do it, but things are just going to go the way they are supposed to happen for you. Okay, basically it is in universe's hands. What happens, everything is not in our control. The most we can do is take some kind of action. If you have done all of that already, whatever is humanly possible, you have done all of it. This is time to surrender and trust on God. Okay, so everything that you wanted to build, everything that you wanted to create, it will come to you, it will surely come to you. But you have to trust God until God presents you this opportunity or these opportunities, which are going to give you a way, a path forward. Okay, so you have to wait until the path is a little clear for you to see it. All right, let me see more cards. Again, it is Three of Pentacles here. Okay, a lot of Pentacles energy is what I see. I think you are going through a lot of financial issues are very heavy here. Okay, yeah, financial issues are very heavy. Also, I do not know why I'm hearing relationship, maybe also going through uh difficulties with the relationships. Okay, it doesn't have to be a love relationship. If it is, then it can be any kind of relationship. Maybe you are somebody who has been through a lot of isolation throughout their life. Okay, maybe you are somebody who has done a lot for others, but you have poured into other people's cups, but when it comes to you, nobody does it. And you recently started realizing that. So you have recently realized that the versions of people that you've built in your mind may be wrong. Maybe they are not all that great that you thought they are. Okay, and it is totally fine, it happens. And the best thing what happened here is that God showed you who they are, and you are right now seeing it. Okay, um you know it is not really pleasant to have to leave your rebrand, rebuild your entire life from scratch, or to lose a relationship, to lose an environment or something that you thought is good for you. But sometimes that is better than wasting your time in a place, environment, or with people who do not value you the way you value them. Okay, yeah, it is going to be a little isolating, a little lonely for a while, but that will help you understand yourself better, that will help you understand others better, so that the relationship that you build later in your life, and so that the abundance that is going to come your way later in life, you do not waste it on the people who did not deserve it. What happens is, uh, like, if you are somebody who has been going through a lot of struggle in your life, this is what I believe in. Okay, if you are somebody who has been going through a lot of trouble in your life, you had a difficult childhood, or you got bullied, or your parents were controlling, not there, emotionally unavailable, or your relationships did not work out, it is simply God is trying to show you, like, see, look at these people. Are you going to share your abundance with such people? If God, chalo, let's chalo is a Hindi word. Okay, chalo means let's see. Okay, it just slipped in. Yeah, not slipped, it slipped out. I'm sorry, guys. I'm kind of translating English in my mind, and it's not my first language. It is my third language, so it's a little difficult. Okay, yeah, so that word slipped out. Anyways, what was I saying? I forgot. Let me remember. Yeah, I was just saying, let's say, when these people who take advantage of you, these people are in your life, and God gives you the abundance that you have been waiting for. Okay, God gives you all the money, the life that you dreamt of, and then you have these people in your life who are deceptive, who lie to you, who do not give you that kind of importance that you want. These people will take away all your fortune, and they will leave you with nothing. Okay, you will lose all of the fortune on wrong people, and God wants to protect you from it. These people are not meant to bask in the fruits of your labor. Okay, the fruits that they did not help with, these people do not deserve it. And this is why God or universe or whatever higher power you believe in, it wants to clear out wrong people, wrong situations, wrong environment from your life before giving you everything that you ever dreamt of. Just because it's taking time doesn't mean that you do not deserve it. It doesn't mean that you will not get it. It simply means that you have to deal with these fake people or a wrong environment first. Okay, so yes, and because I got 3 of Pentacles right after this, it simply means that you are entering into the season of healing. You are right now entering into the season where, um, if there were people around you that were telling you things like, no, 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 you are this kind of a person, no, you cannot do this, or you are not capable of doing that, you will finally give up on that kind of negative programming that you were receiving. Okay, so you are entering into the phase of a void. Okay, now phase of a void means where you will be in this hermit mode. You will feel lonely, you will feel confused, the path may not be clear in front of you, you may start questioning everything, you may start questioning your behavior. So the complete silence, the void, the hermit phase is the most important phase before you receive your blessings. And every person who is blessed beyond imagination had to go through this. Okay, not every person, of course. Some people have the fortune from their parents. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about self-made people. Okay, Now, just because some people got it from their parents doesn't mean that they had it easy. I'm not implying that. I simply want to say that people who had been going through a lot, and it's in their destiny to have a lot of like generational wealth, they have to go through this phase. If you're going through this phase, it is proof enough that you are doing something right and you are entering into your wealthiest season. Okay, but again, this doesn't mean that you stop doing the work that you were doing earlier. You have to keep the momentum, as I told in my reading yesterday. Okay, you have to keep your momentum. Do not lose the momentum, because you're most likely lose it in this void phase, in this hermit phase, and that is the test you have to pass in order to get the wealth that you're going to get, or get the relationship that you're going to get. Okay, if you lose that little hope, it means you have more lessons to learn, you have more faith to put in God or the higher power, and you have to train yourself for that. So before you enter this new level in your life, you have to train yourself. You have to become the person who can hold that wealth in your life, who can hold that love and abundance in your life. Okay, your old version, which had like a scarcity mindset, cannot enter or move up to the level where there is no scarcity, there is abundance. Okay, so you will have to build a new version of you. You will have to break up with the old version of you, which believed in scarcity, which thought that, oh my god, maybe I'm never going to find it. Okay, you have to break up with that person. How are you going to do it? Just write a letter to your old self that you are breaking up with it. Okay, you are entering into this new season of abundance. You are ready for new love, new life, new job, the season where you're going to get rich. Okay, just all these things, and then you have to burn it, and you have to just what you say, flow away the ashes outside in your garden or wherever you want to. Okay, just let it go, surrender, and then work on yourself. Upskill. If there's a hobby that you want to achieve, work on that, practice it. Okay, if you get an opportunity and you want it, apply for it. So this is all what you have to do. So you are entering into that hermit season right now. Okay, after hermit there is always a season of abundance. Okay, let me see more cards, two more cards, and then we're going to see your okay, then I'll take out one archetype card. Okay, final, as your final advice. Okay, all right, just two more cards, I said, right? See, I told you, you are getting so many pentacles, literally. Okay, and then we got this what is this, Seven of Swords, the Chariot. You are moving into this season very, very quick. Something is telling me that your hermit's journey is not going to be very, very long, because I feel like you're already very ready. Okay, and I love that for you. Now, whenever this card comes up, people get very scared, like, oh my god, something negative, deception, this or that. Yeah, it is deception, but that is not the meaning this card gives in everything. Now, this card came up with the Ace of Pentacles. It means that you are going to receive, I don't know what this card was doing here. Okay, maybe I'm meant to take this one too. Anyways, so yeah, now because this card, Seven of Swords, came with the Ace of Pentacle, it means a lot. Now you receive two aces. What can be more lucky than this? There are four aces and you receive two of them in a single reading. Very lucky. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. So you are receiving a lot of opportunities which are going to yield money for you. Okay, So do not be in this scarcity mindset where you think, oh my god, this opportunity doesn't work, that doesn't work. Always remember, God's plan, or the highest power that is looking after all of us, its plan is bigger than our plan. We just have to have faith. Okay. And for the people who are thinking, or must be thinking somewhere, that, or who think like this, that okay, if highest power is looking after us, why do some of us have like these great battles to fight? Well, that's because it is very nature of the game that we are in. Okay, the human game. And God can only send you intuitive messages. God can only make opportunities come your way somehow by playing with consciousness. Okay, God cannot intervene in human world because God is soul, God is energy, God is frequency. It doesn't have feet or hands or anything like that. Only humans have that. Only humans have blood and all that. Okay, not humans, of course, animals and everything else. So basically, I'm trying to say the beings on this planet or the 3D world, only they have all of that. So God cannot intervene like that. God cannot save anybody from an accident, but God can see. God cannot save anybody who is going to get into an accident or something like that by literally, taking you away or pushing you away like it happens in movies. How God replies, or how God can try to do it, is by manipulating consciousness. Maybe you will stop. It might have happened with a lot of you people that sometimes you suddenly stop while on the road to do something. Maybe you want to check your phone, or maybe you want to take like a bathroom break or something like that, maybe a food break, like something. You stop there, and then you see that just few meters away from you an accident happens, and you're like, oh my god, if I wouldn't have stopped, what would happen? So that is how God works. Okay. And your karma is how is what decides what kind of energy you are going to get. So it's a very huge topic. We'll discuss it someday for sure. I have a lot to say. Let me just finish the reading. So you are going to get a lot of new opportunities. Okay, they're either going to come through phone, email. Okay, either you're going to meet somebody who's going to give that kind of opportunity for you. Do not miss the meetings if they are good with people. Okay, network, or if you get the networking opportunities, do not miss them. Okay, go for them, because you might find a great opportunity for you there, which I 100% think that you will. And also you have to be very confident for some reason. If you have lost your confidence, if you have been at home for a very very long time and you lost your confidence, work on it. Fake it till you make it. Okay. uh, have boundaries. Have boundaries with everybody you meet, or with everybody in your life. Start creating boundaries, and be clear in what you want. Okay, do not bargain with yourself or anybody that, oh my god, okay, I can adjust just a little bit, that person will be happy. I can adjust a little bit more, maybe that person will happy. That is people pleasing, and you shouldn't be doing it if you're doing it. Okay. Yes, so that was your reading. Yeah, I told you that I'm going to see one more message. Okay, and let me pull out my archetype for you. Just a moment, guys. My cards are so packed. This is a new deck that I recently purchased by Kim Krans, and I was really looking forward to use it. Okay, I'm just going to pull out one card, and then we are going to read from the booklet. While you focus on the card, Okay, let's turn this into a practice where you also use your intuition. Okay, so I will grow, you will grow with me. We will grow together. Okay, so while I read it or while I hold the card in front of you guys, run your mind, trust your intuition, trust what your gut is trying to tell you. Look at the imagery, read the card, and like, see what the card is trying to tell you. Okay, now this is the card that we got, the sword. All right, so I am going to read from the booklet while you guys look at the card here. I'm going to place it here. You guys can look at it while I search the meaning of it in the booklet, because I just recently received these cards because I love going in depth, the shadow. Okay, so yeah, I'm so excited to use these cards once I am familiar with them in the future. Okay, the sword. All right, so the sword, right? Here's the card. To use the sword is to decide. The blade separates one reality from another. The choice is made, and all else falls away. If you find the sword in your grasp, you can no longer hesitate. This weapon requires a clear and decisive mind and a willingness to act. An onlooker may think the sword bearer is hasty and violent. But the most compassionate and responsible gesture is one that is honest, swift, and accurate. Our first encounter with the sword is at birth, when the cord we share with the mother is cut. The moment defines our separation from her and begins our journey of becoming ourselves. We must make these cuts again and again if we are to grow. See, you got so many swords, right? And you got another card, sword. So let me repeat that line again. We must make these cuts again and again if we are to grow. Decisions shape our life, and the sword is an infamous shaper of destiny. What do we understand here? Okay, so this card tells us that sometimes, in order to move forward, see, it is inevitable for us humans to cut things out of our life. We have to do it throughout our journey in different phases of our lives. Okay, we have to cut out the relationships that are not working for us. We have to leave the jobs that are not working for us. We have to leave the environments that are not working for us. We have to use that invisible sword again and again in our lives in order to move forward. That is inevitable, and the change is constant. Change is the only thing that is constant in our life. Okay, nobody can stop it. It's a fact. Change is a fact. All right, also, but you have to be very wise while using the sword. Why? Because sometimes when we overdo it, we can become numb to real relationships, to real opportunities that were serving to make us great in our life. And sometimes it can also make us, what you say, the word, let me remember it. I tried my best to remember the word, but I cannot remember the word, so I'm going to use a substitute. Sometimes the sword, the detachment, the ability of detachment, if it increases in us, it can make us weak. We may start running away from difficult situations. Okay, the job is getting too stressful, oh my god, I'll have to leave. The relationship is becoming too stressful, I have to work on myself, oh my god, I cannot handle it, I'm leaving. Now if you leave too soon, if you start cutting out things too soon without doing any effort in order to change it for better, then you may never grow. You will simply move from one place to another in search of peace, but you may never find peace because you are not doing the work that is required. Okay, on that note, we end our reading here. See you guys in the next video. Bye.